Oh, hi. Welcome to Drew Abides. Just got home from practice. Really thrilled about practicing. Getting together with my mates, playing music, that's the time I feel the best in my life. It's so great to be able to do this. I'm blessed with playing with these guys. We got a gig coming up Friday night at the Popcorn Tavern, looking real forward to that. Worked up a couple of brand new songs tonight, real excited about that, so come on down and check us out. But this week with Drew Abides, we're going to be talking some more about Parkinson's, because April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. And so here we go. Enjoy. Some of the best studies are leaning towards genetics, but they can't say for sure if it is that or not. 2011 was when I was diagnosed, in January of 2011. But I had symptoms well before that, in my mid-30s. I was diagnosed at 46 years old, I think I was at the time, 45. And I could think back once I got the diagnosis and learned what it was. Oh, that's what was affecting me all this time, was happening. And so I went back to my mid-30s, and the first place I noticed it was playing my guitar, actually, missing notes on my guitar, which was so striking to me, things I'd played for 15 years comfortably, and I would miss a note and think, what's going on with that? That doesn't seem right. I don't understand what's happening here. And then other things, buckling a seatbelt, using a door handle, simple things, everyday things started to become more difficult. And it was just a head scratcher. Why is this happening? And it happened so slowly because Parkinson's moves so slowly, which is a good thing about it, that I've had it for 15 years. Watch for signs is all you can do. There's no way to test for Parkinson's. And actually, that's the crime about Parkinson's is, once you are diagnosed and you realize you have the symptoms, it's said about 3/4 of the dopamine is already gone from your brain. I'm not losing strength, but I'm losing my coordination. That's another thing about Parkinson's. It affects your coordination and your balance. So that's something else I need to work on, is my balance, because that's something that I will lose over time. Like, I was never afraid of heights before. Now I am. I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm hesitant. I'll get up on a ladder and I'm not concerned about that, but I'm squeamish in watching videos of somebody standing on the edge of a building. That kind of makes me want to step back. So that didn't affect me before, but now it does, so I'm just aware of those things. I always joke, curse the man who invented the button. That's just kind of a joke for Parkinson's people, because what it really comes down to is any small motor skill. That's what I'm losing. That's what Parkinson's patients deal with. Not all day, like I said, when I'm on my meds and everything's okay, I can function just as well as anybody else, but much of the time that I'm off, or anybody's off, it's tough. I mean, you gotta just struggle through with what you can do. And like clipping your fingernails or tying a shoe or texting, all those small motor movements, tuning a guitar is another thing. Those take some time, and those you wish it wasn't that way, but that's just the way it is. So these down times, these off times with the meds, like right now, I'll be taking my meds here in about a half an hour. I'm feeling it, that I'm affected, that I'm slower in my movements and I'm more rigid. Somebody who knows me well might notice my speech is a bit clipped and faster. That's just part of this, that I lose my train of thought. That's some of the inhibitors that happen with the mental part of Parkinson's. But soon I will need to take them, and then I'll start feeling a lot better. I feel okay because I'm just sitting here talking, and I'm all right with that. But I would have a struggle if I was doing some physical activities at this time. There's sort of a dementia that comes along with it. Forgetting words, forgetting phrases, and that happens to me throughout the day when I'm off my meds. There's impairment in the fact of, like, it's tough to focus on one task when you're trying to do something. Again, these don't happen all day long, but throughout the day when I'm off my meds, they affect me more so than others. And something else that affects Parkinson's patients is speech, because your body, all the muscle movements, muscle memory, that's speech as well, that's muscle movement. And so your speech tends to get quieter, and you jumble, you slur your words. That's just part of it. And in my job, I have to be clear and concise and loud, so it's a bit of a struggle. So those cognitive things are those are the things that people don't realize what go on, but they happen, and they're happening to me. And that's frustrating, definitely, and it's troubling because it's my future, and hey, I'm young, you know, I don't want to be... My dad had dementia and what's the other one? Alzheimer's. My dad had dementia and Alzheimer's before he died. My mom is showing signs of dementia that she's very aware of, and so they're in their 80s. I want to be in my 80s someday, you know, like a lot of people do, so I want to get there and not have to forget everything. It was great. It was a great relief. It was fantastic to find out what I learned what I had. And I had heard of Parkinson's, and I was familiar with it because my dad had it, and my mom has since been diagnosed with Parkinson's-like symptoms after my diagnosis. But I was familiar with it, and that gave me something. Okay, I know this is. You can deal with this. You can live with it. You can be medicated into this, and you can live with it. And so that was such a relief to learn it wasn't something that nobody knew about, or some brand new disease delivered by some bug in South Africa or something like that. I don't know. So, and I've learned the greatest asset I have is my brain, my mind, and I can just stop and think, okay, this is happening, and here's what I need to do to get through it, and these are ways I know to cope with it. And I'll make it through this period, and things will be fine. It'll be over with in a couple minutes, and I'll just move on. No, because I won't let this defeat me. I got to power through sometimes, and I just do. I know what I need to accomplish if I have something in mind that I need to do, and I get through it if it takes me 1 minute or 7 minutes. I just do it because I need to do it or I have to do it. And I had to educate a lot of people that, no, I'm going to be around for a long time yet. Don't worry about that. I plan on doing a lot and accomplishing a lot before it all ends for all of us. So.